when you look at this administration, there are a lot of things it hasn't done. But no government does everything in 4 years.
The president signed a new rice policy for us to begin to do a lot more and become a rice exporting country. It's working. Well, how do I know it's working? We've been able to convert the importers into domestic producers. In fact, some of the guys who used to smuggle rice are now investing in the sector.
This is the first government to start a fund that says we will save for future generations of Nigerians.
We have a lot as a country to benefit from by sustaining the transformation agenda of the president, now and beyond now.
Agriculture is one where we have had tremendous success, not only in generating jobs, but also in growing food.
Agriculture used to be the main driver of this country in the 60s and in fact in the early 70s until we found oil. And then we found oil and we forgot all about agriculture. But here you have a president, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who understands very clearly the need for us to diversify the economy from being a unimodal economy relying only on oil, and who decided very early to re-strategize and focus on agriculture.
So we have moved forward in many, many areas. And I can give in different sectors, whether you're talking about job creation, you're talking about micro, small, and medium enterprises, you're talking about diversifying the economy, you're talking about industrialization, you're talking about trade, you're talking about attracting investment into the country. It's the first time in the history of this country that Nigeria will appear on the list of UNTAG as the #1 destination for investment in Africa for 2 years consecutively in the last 3 years.
And that is to tell you that this government took it upon itself as a challenge to develop a program under the transformation agenda to revive the comatose railway system as it were.
From the start, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said that his focus is on young people. We must show young people that they can get in Nigeria where they can be someone and where they can have hope.
You take a look what has happened in terms of how we reach our farmers. We actually registered our farmers. We are the first in Africa to have a database of our farmers. So our farmers are getting cards that allows them to be known.
So this government has really worked very hard. That's one of the achievements, that now we are creating 1.4 million jobs. But we will not rest until employment is created for other young people.
I can tell you confidently today that this government in a year created 1.3 million jobs.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is the farmers' president, and the farmers are for Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
And what I want to say to young people is, please look at all these things objectively. Don't believe all the negative stories and the attempts to hide the truth.
The work has started, a lot of progress has been made, you need to consolidate. This is not the time for change.
What we are supposed to do, and indeed it is incumbent on us as Nigerians, to sustain this transformation agenda by way of moving forward. And the only way to sustain the transformation agenda is to re-elect Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as the president of this country this year to continue from now to 2019.